There's a lot of people who are cowards. Cowards make the world a tough place to live in. I'll give you an example. During World War II, there were a lot of Jews who were killed. Now, people could have stood up and done the right thing and said, hey, what you're doing is inhumane. And there were actually a lot of people that did. But those people were not cowards. They were willing to give up their lives in the service of others. And many of them did give up their lives in the service of others. A lot of the people who claim to be my friends, claim that they love me, claim that they thought of me as family, they showed me that I'm not. They don't love me. They don't think of me as family. I've seen what they've done for their families. They couldn't even speak up for me. When it made a difference, they looked the other fucking way. They pretended like they were going to help. And then when I had expended all of my resources, they're like, oh, nope. What gives? Most of them are alcoholics or drug addicts, but not all of them. Cowards will watch their neighbor get dragged out of their house and shot in the head. Cowards will watch that to every single person on the block. They will watch everyone on the block get dragged out and shot in the head, as long as it's not happening to them. The problem is, when they've watched everybody else on the block get shot in the head, and then people come for them, there's nobody left to help them. That's the problem with cowards. Now, I was able to record the stuff that these cowards in my life should have come forward about. Many of them are pissed off at me because I recorded our conversations and I put some of them on the internet. Because the truth needs to be shown. The abuse that I have taken for the last 5 years is completely uncalled for. The way that police officers have treated me for the last 5 years, not that they were ever good to me, but for the last 5 years, law enforcement has made my life hell. Law enforcement illegally prevented me from turning in my predators repeatedly. I have to have someone in my corner to even be safe turning in a goddamn police report. I've been trying to get help with that for 5 goddamn years. But how am I going to get a bunch of goddamn junkies and alcoholics to actually keep their goddamn word? I can't. And I know a few people who are sober, but they're fucking cowards. They knew what the fuck was going on, and they let it fucking happen. Do you know why 8 million Jews were murdered? Because people let it happen. I'm not considered a human being to your society because I am disabled, because I am homeless, because I am poor, because I'm not pretty, and because I am a male. I don't get any special rights because I'm white. And I'm told how all of us white people are privileged. You know what? People in houses are fucking privileged. This is not my house. This is somebody else's house. I can't even get a place on what I earn a month. Everything that I do has to be subject to what somebody else is fucking doing. If I got to be able to call a bunch of places and you're busy screaming at your fucking kids, I can't make those telephone calls. Thank goodness this guy isn't busy yelling at his kids. But then there's the fact that it's sensitive subject matter. So if his kids are here, I have to not touch the thing anyway. If it's just him here, I have to worry about disrupting his life, interrupting his shows. Now, he's not an asshole about it, like nearly everyone else. But then again, what did I ask out of all of these people? I asked for them to tell the truth. That's it. I'm not asking them to lie. I'm not asking them to make shit up. I'm asking them to tell the goddamn truth. You know how many people were aware of the harassment and the bullying that I was taking? A fucking shit ton. Before Natalie was killed. I was going to see a therapist and a caseworker 4 times a fucking month to try to get help with the abuse that I had to take from Natalie Bollinger and her friends before she was killed. I was jumping through every one of their goddamn hoops. And afterwards, instead of helping me, they used that to victimize me repeatedly. I need to find a safe place for me to be, where I can work on all this shit, because there is a lot of it to do. And I still have to sleep. I still have to eat. I still have to be able to travel to go see my therapist and my caseworker. I have gone through 5 years of hell, not because of anything that I did, but because I went for help and nobody would help me. You are just pretty words. Most of these people who offered to help me are fucking junkies. They're addicted to drugs and watching shows about people getting fucking murdered. They never had any intention of actually helping. And even if they did, they can't get past their fucking addictions well enough to do so. I had to deal with a shit ton of abuse from Christine Buhit before she died. Do you know why? Because she's a fucking junkie, just like Natalie, just like my mom. I have zero respect for most of the people I know. For good fucking reason. Fuck this goddamn country. I need help in fucking person, all right? I need help! I need help! For the last 5 goddamn years, I've been trying to get help, getting a goddamn court date, so I can stop the fucking abuse!